A short story. Glad to have him back on the side of sanity. All in the space of 3 months. You've got me there. Happy Cake Day, by the way. Happy Cake Day, D. Shows what a short amount of time it takes to change one of your most deeply rooted opinions. I mean, this opinion defined him, then it blew away like the wind. Crazy to think about. Takes a lot to admit you're wrong online. Good job, man. Facts, man. Big gas, man. So glad I clicked that link. Me too, brought back some big gas memories. Internet gas? Hitler enters the chat. Reminds me of Ship Your Pants. Walmart. Nope, that one was Kmart as well. The marketing team was on fire. Fitting username. Man, American advertising is whack. But in a good way. It's just so American. No other way of putting it. A big gas truck, I'm gonna ship my pants. Hello, big gas man. That's a big ass link. I give this guy so much respect. It seems like nobody today is ever willing to change their mind about anything, let alone admit they were wrong. It's okay to change your mind. I think it's healthy to be open to new ideas and information. Good for this guy. Mad respect for him. I kinda want to find the videos and explore his thought process to see what happened. Here is the last video. Alright, so the flat earth movement turned that guy from an atheist into a Christian, and then into a flat earther. He then realized the flat earth movement is a scam, but is still a Christian and thanks the movement for his new religion. Now he spends his time convincing people not to send money to flat earth organizations. Interesting story. That's a pretty weird story. YTF would the flat earth movement make him Christian? So I read about a bunch of weird conspiracy theory stuff a while back. One thing I always wondered was, but who is benefiting from spreading the globe earth lies? Basically, they're anti-science because they see science as the removal of GD. That's the why an evil plot to explain away GD. If you believe in evolution, then there's no room for GD, there is. Just not in their view, to have made man in his image. If you believe the earth is round and made through various astronomical processes, then GD didn't make earth specially for humans, so flat earth etc. is them refuting science because they want to believe GD did it. And we shouldn't hold it over someone for the rest of their lives that they once believed in something stupid. We all have said and done and believed in some dumb ST at one point in our lives. Maybe not as bad as flat earth, but still, we should accept people willing to change with open arms instead of just attacking them for what they once believed in. Now, if we can just get a significant majority of voters to understand this idea, we can stop with the flip-flopper accusations for people who have changed their position in light of new information, and reserve it for people who change their position back and forth based on the political winds, as it was originally. Considering how these flat earthers are, it must feel like he left a cult or something. He did leave a cult. Watch some of the documentaries of flat earthers. There's one very prominent flat earther who knows it's all fake, but sticks with it just because all the people who knows now are flat earthers and he doesn't want to lose all his connections. We need more people like him. Here, anyone wondering if he just pretended to be flat earther to possibly convince others? Edit. Carrot apparently, carrot supposedly. He's very likely legit. The motivation for doing that is scamming others out of their money. These groups usually just sell trinkets and small monthly subscription fees for forum access. The real point is the get-togethers and meetings. Face-to-face with a bunch of easy marks. Yep, sell them the experience of feeling like they're mayor of I told you so town. Haha, I like that. That's how I felt with the pandemic situation. I spent all January and February telling everyone how bad it was going to get. I knew people were gonna try and be cool by downplaying it. So I hedged my bet on the paranoid side and got elected mayor of I told you so town when people started telling me I was right. It was obvious when reports of Wuhan being overrun by cases that it would spread here. Being that it started right before literally a billion people were about to shuffle around China and the world for the Chinese New Year edit. OST, I was looking at Reddit top posts of all time, clicked this link, scrolled down, and saw an old comment from me. What I meant was that maybe he wasn't flat earther and he pretended to be one. But not as the AS who scam people for money by selling them the stuff you mentioned. Rather because it allowed him to later do the I was flat earther too, but I realized I was wrong. You should too, i.e. wanting them to realize they're getting tricked, but first pretending to be one of them to get more credibility in their eyes. But others have commented he seems mostly legit. He did make videos on flat earth for 6 months before he changed his mind, so one could reasonably assume that he had a genuine belief the earth was flat. The moment you know there are ex-flat earthers is the moment you know earth is healing. Perhaps there is still some hope. Now there's something I haven't heard in a long time. All the flat earthers will be ex-flat earthers the moment they start handing out the COVID-19 vaccine around the globe. I think you mean anti-vaxxers. Apparently the two groups, though profitable conspiracy theorists that do their own research, hate each other, and most anti-vaxxers believe in a globe and vice versa for flat earthers. It's weird. It's evolving, just frontwards. It's devolving just backwards. So what made him snap back to reality? Oh, that was gravity, carrot. I don't know. Oh, that was rabbit, he choked. It was one of the flat earth debunkers, not sure of a better way to phrase it, who went over one of his videos and refuted each of his points. And the big thing was the moon. And how everyone sees the same face of the moon. How does the moon thing debunk their crazy flat disk model? A lot of flat feathers claim the sun and moon are much closer to us. Close enough that you should be able to see different sides of the moon at different points on the earth. The fact that we as humans only see one side of the moon means that the moon has to be pretty far away from us. Also, the moon thing was more of the last straw and made him snap out of it. My guess? He got scammed. It's the main reason this stupid ST is still around. People are being scammed for nothing. How does the scam work? Tickets to BS seminars? There are likely a lot of variants to this. From selling stuff online, getting your details and steal it themselves, or just plain extortion. It's like the regular scams online, nothing like seminars or whatever. My guess here would be that getting certain details and emptying accounts or whatever is most common. One man down, millions more to go. I think it's closer to hundreds than to millions. It scrambles my brain knowing there are any people that believe this horse ST, probably in between, definitely more than hundreds and less than millions. Some order of thousands, maybe thousands or tens of thousands. Still a relatively small percentage, thankfully. Notice the departure from vertical video coincides with realizing the earth isn't flat. Just proof that people who film vertically are deranged. Just proof that people who film vertically are deranged. We finally got some of the older people to realize that you should only record in landscape, but then TikTok has to come along and train kids to record in portrait. One step forward, one step back. Hey, he admitted he was wrong. Takes a lot of effort to that. Welcome to the No Earth Society, pal. Just a couple months left for the prophecy, brother. I like how the view count increases over time. It takes a strong man to admit when they're wrong. The man made a U-turn in 1 month. Channel name? I'm not a flat earther in the slightest sense. I'm just wondering what con men have to gain from this. I thought it was simply a conspiracy theory or something. Books, merchandise, maybe tickets to conventions, same as the anti-vax movement. You fools, it's not a ball. It's an oblate spheroid. The real sign for him becoming sane again is the fact that he filmed the conspiracy vids vertically, and now he films horizontally. It took him almost 3 months, but that is all right. There is hope for mankind. Fun fact, the story also works if you put it backwards. It's devolving just backwards. This essentially proves that flat earthers are not idiots, but rather paranoid people who don't know who else to trust but themselves. It's definitely respectable that he's willing to change his mind. Too many people can't do that. Takes balls to switch from a radical side that you were supporting to another side. Respect. I really like how he got more views after he saw reason. Everyone knows it's a dinosaur. People actually believe the world is flat? But why is it such a big thing? Like there isn't a group called the unicorn or leprechaun believers. Congrats on top of all time in 8 days. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notification. See you on another video. Bye.